Hi crafters, I've kept it simple today, showing a mixture of the new dyes, how well they go together, and I'm introducing the background for the first time from the Spanish collection. Let me show you the boards. Here's the gorgeous background. Now we do cover it a little bit, but you can see all the detail in it, and we'll be showing it to you first up. I've also am using the Spanish collection set called Granada. Gorgeous, lots and lots of filigree design in that. And the California Collection Decorative Frame Set B. This is it's kind of a staple. I've been using it a lot. It's very, very handy. Along with that, I'm going to be using one of the Spellbinder die sets called Fancy Frame Tags 1. All right, let's get started. So the very first thing I've done is I've gone ahead and cut one of the backgrounds for us. And the backgrounds are designed without a cutting edge around the outside of it, so you can make a lip whatever size you want. So just put it into a paper cutter and trim it how you want it. Now for this one, I've gone ahead and pierced on 3 sides of it, and I'm going to show you how to finish it off with the piercing ruler. So what I do is I take the edge of the ruler and I line it up with the edge of the card. And if you've already done a few sides, you can put it in the holes that are already there, the last hole from each side, and line it back up. And I always will anchor it with some stick pins just to keep it even more secure. And then with my hand, I'll hold it as I go also. So what we want to do is just put the pokey tool into each hole, follow it along, and pierce it directly through the ruler into the card and into it's a very firm mat that you'll need underneath you. And work your way along, making sure to get the same thickness of each hole by pushing the tool all the way through. And then when you get close to the end, if you like, you can take that out, or you can use some shorter thumbtacks. When you get to that last hole, you'll be able to feel it because it's already been pierced. And then you'll have a perfectly pierced edge all the way around, and it really does frame your work beautifully. Now I do this on the backgrounds of virtually every card I do, but it also works on some of your inside frames, so I just wanted to show you how you can do that. So I've already set up a bit of matting, so I've got a black piece with a piece of periwinkle underneath that. Let's just use some Cosmic Shimmer glue, and we'll go ahead and glue it into place. You can see the black that will come right through all these gorgeous detail pieces. Let's add just a couple of dots to make sure it's good and secure around some of these pieces that are a little fatter from the back. Okay, layer that right up. Got a little bit of matte showing all the way around, and you can kind of slip it around a little bit with the glue and make sure you're in line. So that's really pretty. What do you think about that so far? Now I've gone ahead and done a base piece, and I've used some of the Cosmic Shimmer white PVA glue dots, and I'll show you that at the very end of the demo. Let me go ahead and mat and layer this. Got some mounting foam back here to secure it. And we'll just put that right into the center, and we've got the base of our card finished. I'll set that to the side now, and we'll do some other bits. Now I went ahead and out of our periwinkle card, I've cut one of the Granada designs. Isn't it gorgeous? Such a pretty, delicate, intricate design. And I'm going to show you how to make this into a square. So we're going to pop the scissors through the center, put the sides together, matching them up. Bring over a little paper cutter for us here. And then I'm just going to make sure they're nice and square and line it up and cut it right about there. Let's see if I can just get to the edge of that triangle. There we go. So what you have is a beautiful square now, and you can recreate that design just like that. Isn't that pretty? So I went ahead and did one where I've put it together with some mounting foam already, just down the back. Now, the thing when you do these kind of designs is you have to kind of think ahead to hide that join, okay? So what I'm going to do is I've added a little mounting foam, and I'm going to put it onto my card with the join line horizontal. Just put that right into the middle there. There we go. And I've got the decorative frame set from the California collection. I'm going to do a little bit of cutting just so you can see how pretty they look. Let's bring these out. We've got our cutting mat here and a little bit of tape. And this is not, it's the second largest size and the third largest size in the set. So I'm just going to form them up into a frame and tape them into place so they're nice and secure. Let's put one more there. And let's center this piece here, right about like that. And we'll pop that through. In fact, I'll tell you what, we've got a sentiment we're going to cut too, so I think we can probably get them all done at once. This is where the Spellbinder's Fancy Frame is coming into play. So I'm going to put that over my congratulations here. I'm going to get that centered. That looks really nice. And let's do that. Let's put that one right there and there. I think sometimes when you offset them, it helps them cut better because it makes the pressure from the rollers inside the machine kind of distribute more evenly. Might take a second pass through. It's not a problem. Sometimes dies that are very decorative do. Let's just see how we did. Cut beautifully. Let's see. That looks like it's cut as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to emboss both of those now. So I'm going to trade that out, put my tan mat over them, and put my pink plate on top, and run it back through my grand caliper. Okay. And let's take them out of the die. Undo my tape here. Now this is removable tape. You can reuse it time and time again until it loses its sticky if you like. Pop this out. Releases really, really nicely. And then we just need to pop out the little release holes. Go around. There we go. But you can see how they're popping out really nicely there. And this has actually just been used to cut the inside out, so I could save this piece for a later card. And let's get our sentiment. And use a little bit of the pokey tool to release this. Just get it started. And just gently run your finger underneath that, and you can usually just peel it out from one end to the other. And do this side. You never want to pull on any of the die cuts that are really detailed because you don't want to risk pulling parts of it off. It is just cardstock. Let's see, there we go. Okay, put them back onto our magnetic sheet now. And I've got one of these, I've gone ahead and added a little bit of mounting foam too. So you can see just how pretty that is. Look at that delicate, beautiful edge, gorgeous. So this is how we're going to hide the join across our square. We're going to use the pieces from this and our tag and give it a really pretty decorative edge, but you won't even know that there's a join underneath there. Okay, so put that right on there. Get it nice and secure. And then I'm going to use just a little bit of Cosmic Shimmer glue on this one. Pop that across the top. And I'll tell you what I think I will do too is add just a tiny bit of mounting foam to the back so we don't get any kind of sag on it. Right in the center there. So we can easily hide that join underneath that. You won't even notice it. And since it just cries out for a couple little pearls, we're going to finish that off right there. And I'm going to just put some 5mm pearls across that. And that. So now you've seen the basic card. I've completed it already, but I'm going to show you this little detail real quickly. The nice thing about a card like this is if you want to embellish it with a few flowers and things like that, it's beautiful. You've definitely got the room for it. You've got a little bit of your background peeking out there, but a lot of space to add a ribbon or flowers, some more pearls if you like. It's not a problem. But what I'm going to do is show you the Cosmic Shimmer PVA glue, which is one of my favorite things to do. You can just take it along the edge of your card and just drip little drops. And what you want to do is be careful not to touch the nozzle to your paper. Just let the glue roll off of it, and it will stay in nice round dots as it dries. And they look like faux pearls. They're absolutely beautiful. But you got to be careful not to touch that because that will flatten them. See if I'm touching that, the difference? Let it roll off. And you can make these any size you like. You can do big ones by adding more glue. You can do little tiny ones, any size you like. It's a beautiful accompaniment on any of your cards to use, and it comes in a whole range of colors for you too. Well, that's my card for today, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed showing you how to make a rectangle into a square and change the shape of your cards.